We are going to have some fun today drawing a mummy. Now this is such a fun lesson because look at this. We have this great, you can see his head shape, and then we have this very careful line right across the middle where you're going to fit the eyes, and by carefully placing a couple of bandages, all the rest of the face is going to get filled in with the lines, and then you can still see his shoulders and a big bandage, but these little bandages on his arm and different bandages around his chest, so we can still see the person or the ghost or the mummy who's underneath all that. So let's have some fun. Let's start by drawing our guidelines with a pencil, and then we'll draw our darker lines over the top. So we're gonna do a big head shape. There. We're gonna keep his shoulders. We're not worried about his neck in this one. So we got these little shoulders coming off. And then he's got skinny little arms. Okay, so there's our basic shape. Now, right across the middle, we're gonna put that line where the eyes are gonna go. But we're gonna go up just from this corner. We're gonna go up to the top, and you want this bandage to go just a little outside that line. Same thing there, okay? And then our next bandage goes right across the middle. So now we have a space for his eyes. Ready? So here we're gonna put this eye. Can't see the whole thing, we can only see part of his eye. And then we can see part of this eye. So then we're gonna get part of the pupils in there. Oh, we get a lot more in that one. And we want to get that little reflected highlight in there. We'll fill in the rest when we get to our marker. Then we're going to have a bandage that goes down and kind of wraps. And a bandage that goes across and wraps. And kind of come back here. And now I'm going to kind of move down here and do some of the big bandages, and then we'll go back and fill things in when we have our Sharpie. Ready? Let's put that big bandage across his shoulders. Goes all across, and then it just kind of comes there. Okay, we have another one that's going this direction. And now the rest of it, we're going to just fill in with the lines on his body. But before we go any further, I'm going to switch to a darker line so you can see it better. Now I'm going to fill in the bigger bandages first. Ready? We're going to go across, and around, because this one is a little over his head. There we go. I'm going to go across, there, a little wider in there, okay? Now I think we can pretty much do the rest of them. Oh, let's do that main line where his eyes are. Let's do this line. Okay, now let's do his eyes. The outside circle of his eye, the inside circles, and then even inside of that. And we're gonna black that in, fill it in. I love how they pop out of the bandaged face. Do you think this guy is happy or sad or scared? Or scary? Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and outline the rest of his head. And then we're gonna fill it in with a couple more bandage lines. We're gonna have a bandage that goes here. You don't wanna just put a bunch of lines on. These need to make sense because he is all wrapped up. And now we've got a line that goes across. Oh, we need to divide this up. We'll put a line here. Finish his face down here. There. Oh, we need a few more lines going here. Let's wrap him a little bit more here and again here. There, his head is done. And what we're gonna do now is let's trace over his shoulders. Oh, let's do the big bandage that goes across his shoulders. And now just do the rest of his arms. And we're gonna have this bandage is gonna kind of tuck out from under. Now we're going to do the bandages that go on his chest. Ready? So only go across the middle of him. And they're a little uneven, but they're always kind of these going the same direction because there's two sides to every bandage line. So see, that's always the same kind of bandage going there. And let's tuck in one more here. Now we're going to put some on his arms, just make them a little bit uneven. Because you know, when you wrap these guys, might not be a perfectly even wrap. That's what also makes it interesting, or the way you put your lines on the page. Okay, now what's really fun is to make it look a little more realistic, is we have the little ends sticking out of his head, like that's like the end of one of the bandages, and this piece that's coming down here. And let's put a little end on his body bandage over here. It's the same thing, it's just another rectangle. It's got a little curve to it. And there we have our mummy.